Andrew Staten.
Well, we did it. Cheesy opening aside, it's been a great 4 years, so I'm honored to be giving a speech to the class of 2024. I'm sure we've all been through a lot these past 4 years, so right now I'll be talking about my experience. As we all know, high school started with us still recovering from the effects of COVID. In fact, many of my friends now I never got to see until multiple months into my freshman year. There was a lot of confusion about what was happening in the world and how we were going to transition back to normal. But I pushed through. I got to know my friends from school and form good relationships. Shout out to Timothy Dickey. Hi.
Woohoo, Timmy.
I had the support of family and school staff. I'd also like to specifically mention my 9th grade geography teacher, Mr. Weston, who made a really good impact on me early on in the school, despite me only having him for 1 year. They all helped set me up for success in high school, but there was still one big problem I faced, and that was my inability to limit my workload. Sometimes I'd spend hours on minute-long assignments simply because I wanted to be an overachiever. This came with many repercussions, and I could see it. I just didn't know how to stop. It was a pressure I completely put on myself. It got to the point where my teacher had to tell me that I wasn't allowed to spend more than X amount of time on a particular assignment. I would spend most of my time doing work, having little free time. I didn't have much of a social life outside of school, and the times I did hang out with my friends would be months apart, many of whom I drifted away from likely due to this. Thankfully, this changed. During my sophomore year, I went through many life changes and worldview changes. This led me to rethink my priorities in life. While what didn't change was my hardworking attitude for school, I put less significance into the smaller, individual school assignments. This didn't mean I cut corners, but it did lead me to not overwork myself. I started to become occasionally content with an A rather than A+, which is something I used to never be able to accept. I also got to meet a lot more influential people in my life from the church I started going to. I'd specifically like to thank my youth pastor, Jeff, and his family. I also became overall a lot more outgoing and social, so much so to the point where people who knew me now can't believe that when people say, or when people who know me now meet people who I've known for years will say that I used to be secluded and antisocial. I mean, I'm up here right now giving a speech willingly, so that says something. Let this be a lesson to everyone that wherever you are in life, you can get through whatever struggles you are going through, physical or mental. We all have the opportunity for growth. We just have to work hard with the support and guidance of others. In the end, I graduated at the top of my class, but it wasn't without persistent hard work. My biggest growth throughout this period of my life was learning the proper balance between school, work, family, hobbies, and religion. I spent more time with what's truly important and fulfilling in life while still working hard at school. I look back on the growth I made over these past 4 years and can't help but feel accomplished, and I look forward to whatever's next. Thank you all for having me up here, and I wish the best for you all.